things. We get away with things. We don't always get found guilty. Sometimes we get home and we get around stuff, being sneaky. I'm not saying Joe's guilty. I'm saying something just ain't right. Some of the stories that TA was telling me, I'll let TA tell him himself. But to me, the stories that he told me, he wasn't he was holding back. And he wasn't telling on the internet. And it's not for me to tell. But with the story about Chiquita, the young girl, well, what I will say about Chiquita, the 16-year-old girl that Joe was allegedly in love with, TA just recently played the audio talking to the girl or the girl's cousin, one of the two, right? The girl, I believe it's the girl cousin, right? And after he played the audio of the girl saying, Joe did whatever he was alleged to do, he played the audio of a song that I never heard where Fat Joe was bragging about having a 16-year-old girlfriend. What? Joe made a song bragging about doing his thing with a 16-year-old girl. Now, to all the niggas out there that I know that rock with Joe, how y'all rock with him after that? This nigga worse than Shannon Sharp. I mean, isn't this the same Joe that decided to speak on my situation with Africa Bambaataa talking about if he's guilty of what he's been accused of being guilty of, all those pedos should die? Isn't that what Joe said?
With Pitney Ship, you can compare shipping rates and delivery dates, then use our rate shopping recommendation tool to find the best carrier for your shipment. The price you see is the price you pay. That's Pitney Ship from today's most recognized global shipping and mailing leader.
What is power? Is it control? Is it freedom? Or is it something primal? Maybe the better question is, how much of it can you handle? In the GMC Sierra EV Denali, what we choose to know, we know completely. We are professional grade.
No wonder he can stand by Africa Bambaataa, knowing, see, because Joe acting like he don't know. Everybody that knows Africa Bambaataa tell you that he's a vulture for little boys. Everybody knows that. There's no getting around that. There's no I heard. It's like, nah, that nigga's a weirdo. Now, Joe falls in the same boat here. And TA, I told you stop playing with this nigga. If you're going to go at him, go at him. Stop playing with him. I fell back off of the situation with TA, not TA. TA's still my dude. I support him 110%. But the reality of it is, see, now, here's the thing. When it's time for TA to go to court with Joe and come forward with these allegations, he's going to have to produce that young lady. He's going to have to convince her to come forward. He's going to have to produce her. And some of the other young ladies that, see, TA is years younger, decades younger, or a decade younger than Joe. So, according to TA, allegedly, Joe used to use him to recruit girls after he got off the stage being a hype man. The truth of the matter is, me personally, that's what I think the only reason why Joe really kept him around as far as outside of him being a ghostwriter. Because allegedly, he wrote most of Joe's hit. But Joe kept him in the background and even used him sometimes, to use his hands to fight for Joe as muscle. Allegedly. I got to say allegedly because I don't know none of this to be true. I'm just taking the word of TA based off of other people who vouched for him. So now all these years, he never got paid for them songs he helped with Joe. Joe took him, been around the world, kept him around, used him and abused him. And when he was done with him and didn't need him no more, he threw him back to the slums. Kept him broke where he was needy of Joe. Kept him broke. And I see this happen way too many times. That's why I be getting mad at some of my niggas that I know that be touring with these rappers. It's like, y'all part of this camp, part of that camp, and there's a bunch of them. Part of this camp, part of that camp. And it's like, yo, how you down or you affiliated with these rappers that won't even share your music or share your Instagram on their Instagram page, which is something that's free? That's why I don't be feeling niggas. Because niggas will be mad at me or feeling and they feelings about me or acting funny style. But the niggas that y'all molly-whopping these niggas is in position. I'm sitting up there sacrificing at my YouTube and posting niggas' music, getting copyrights, all types of shit like that. And niggas is praising celebrities.